Right, so it's been quite an interesting week with regards to motorcycles. Last weekend I was riding my Enfield, and on the way to coffee the throttle kept on getting stuck, and I thought, it's not a problem, I'll fix it when I get to the other side. It's obviously just catching on something, but it seems to be a little bit more complex than that. But I thought I could still sort it out. I've got tools in my saddlebag. I'll just whip them out after my cup of coffee and I'll just sort it out. I need to find out that my tools had been taken or stolen out of my saddlebag. Anyway, that's another story. And so I had to get some roadside assistance to get me back to my house. So I got the bike back and I thought, I'll look at it when I got time. I'll just fire up the old BM and I'll use that. So I've been using the old BM, been to work, been riding it the whole week. No issues. The only thing is that the battery just doesn't seem to be holding its charge, and I don't think I'm riding far enough to charge the battery, and maybe the battery's beyond actual charging. So I've just been topping it up overnight with the car charger, battery charger, and then I've also got one of those power banks that you can jump start your bike on the side of the road, and that works pretty well. But I decided to take a trip out to Pretoria yesterday to go have coffee with a friend of mine, someone I met through the coaching course. And the bike was going fine until I started pulling into Pretoria, and then it started missing a bit and got quite bad by the time I got to the destination. And I thought, okay, well, I'm not going to worry about it now. I'm going to enjoy my coffee and my chat, and I'll sort it out on the way back. So the bike seemed to be going okay. It was missing a bit. And I limped all the way back to Joburg. But as I was getting to Joburg, it was starting to get bad again. So I pulled off at Corlett Drive, went up to the fuel station. I called Oleg. Oleg came to meet me there, and he then followed me back to his place. I left the bike there, and as you can see in his driveway, and I've got I've cleaned the carbs out. Just put some carb cleaner in there, took the needles out and cleaned it. But then I checked the spark plugs, and it looks like those spark plugs need to be replaced. Running really lean, and the other one looks like it's running super rich, and maybe that explains why the bike's been backfiring a little bit. Anyway, so I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to wait for Oleg to get back from his run. He's been for a 21k run. Yeah, anyway, when he gets back, then I'll just ask him if he can take me to the spare shop, go buy 2 new spark plugs, and see if that sorts the problem out. But anyway, been a very interesting week with bikes. So it's been an interesting week with bikes. It seems to come in waves. Hunky dory. Anyway, peace out.